So it's the first morning with Mary, and of course we're heading to the shop and going to introduce her to a bunch of really cool animals and just have a really cool day. So
I'm so excited! So excited!
Well, you'll have the keys to the kingdom today. Anything you want to mess with, you just go ahead and play with it. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah!
Guys, it's pretty cool. We actually came to the python area, and as soon as I looked in, we had a rainbow boa that was actually starting to have babies. So of course Mary over here is trying to get some of that footage of her. She's patiently waiting. There's actually one baby out. You can see right here, there's one baby out, and the mama's pushing pretty hard, but it's certainly rare to catch live young. But I don't know how long this is going to take. So literally, guys, Mary's been here for just a short period of time, and we've already found a litter of baby boas. She was badass and just got in there and got dirty and pulled them out. Mama's been good, so I don't know, this is a great start to the day. I just don't know what we're going to do to try to trope
Yeah,
this.
what are we going to do next? I'm yawning.
Oh, look at
Big yawn. Good job, baby.
So it's pretty cool that Mary is into tarantulas as well, which I think is pretty awesome because I had kind of forgot that I didn't forget I had them, but when we were looking around I didn't even think about it. And then, how did we even get talking about spiders?
Spiders! Spiders! Get them off me! Get them off me!
I don't know. My fan base are called spiders, so I think that connection was there.
Yeah, and then so I think maybe we went from that. I said, "Hey, do you like spiders?" You're like, "Oh my gosh!" So we've been hanging out with our. Let's see, we've got Zombie here, which is my Chilean rose hair, and then you can take Queen Elizabeth out if you want.
Okay.
So she's going to show me her badass spider handling skills.
So yeah, I'm not on the flat ground though, so I'm just gonna go this way. You're okay, baby. You're okay. Come here.
So this is all you guys that are wussies that don't want to pick up a spider.
Spiders! Spiders! Spiders!
Look at that.
Oh, don't
she's
run,
running.
baby.
She's gonna run. See, that's the type of
okay.
stuff that stresses me out. She's good now.
See, I would be much more worried about accidentally dropping her and then her being hurt than her, you know, running into my hair or like some kind of fear of her affecting me, because I'm much bigger than this little tarantula is, and you know, it's a long distance from the ground if she were to fall. So you know, it's not ever the spider's intention or the snake's intention or any animal's intention. They don't go out waking up in the morning wanting to hurt a person. So that's just not how it works. But yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. You know, she's going into molt, so she looks a bit raggedy, but beautiful.
That's so awesome.
It just makes me feel like I need to get a tarantula. I've wanted one for so long, and they're just amazing animals.
That's so awesome. I mean, it is cool, and she's absolutely right. That's the thing that's really cool about Mary, is that, you know, she not only likes this stuff, but she's really knowledgeable about it too. You know, I mean, constantly as we're talking about things, she says things that just the normal, you know, kind of casual person that likes animals wouldn't know. So that's impressive, you know, because like she said, if you drop a tarantula, oftentimes it'll die. That abdomen that they have there is really, really soft. So even a drop of 2 or 3 feet can be enough to break the abdomen, and literally they die, you know. So so that big rump right there, you can kind of see right there, the one that's kind of a little bit like bald right now, and that's one of the things that happens too, is that tarantulas will start to go bald towards the back when they're about ready to molt. So like Mary said, she's not too far off from molting. Probably, you know, and most tarantulas will molt anywhere from 1 to 4 times a year, depending on growth, you know, because again, they have an exoskeleton that doesn't grow that much, you know. So unlike humans that can, you know, as we grow, our skin stretches, snakes and like you mentioned, crabs and all these things, you know, they only only can expand so much, and when they get to the end of their growth, they have to shed that skin out or molt that skin out and have a new fresh skin that can grow again that little bit, and that's what they do. So she's about ready to do it, and it is really freaky. The first time I ever saw one molt, I thought she was dead because she
I know, it can look scary. They lie on their backs and they do this super twitchy dance thing, and it's, you know, if you don't know what's happening, it could definitely frighten you. So yeah, but no, that's totally normal. That's how they molt. It's super weird. You should look up a video of it if you haven't seen a tarantula
I think
molting
we actually
before.
even have one.
Oh, fantastic. Link it below.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put an annotation in the video because we do have one where I caught one and did a time lapse of it molting. So
it's
I'll
a really
put that
cool
in for
thing
you guys.
to watch. It's very interesting. So no, they're so cool. They're so chill. Everyone thinks like a tarantula would be like running around everywhere, but no, they're just, it's kind of like a ball python. Like it just wants to like sit and be happy.
But with that said, I'll still always be a snake guy. You know, it's interesting because it is a timing issue. We're coming into the second. You guys watch right into my
crap!
shot.
Sorry.
Guys, thank you.
No problem.
I didn't even see the camera. I'm so sorry.
So this is my chameleon here. It's a panther chameleon. And what's really interesting about this guy is you can see he's kind of like really a green color, right?
Yes.
And a friend of mine from Buffalo, New York, Camel Chameleons has got me this guy. But check this out. This is what's interesting. And you know, chameleons don't really change colors really, but they get lighter and darker. But let's take him out. Come on, buddy. I know you're like, I don't want to come out. I don't want to come out. Do I have to? Come on, bud. Get up here. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
There we go.
But as we're holding him, what'll happen? Oh, you little sucker, you. Come on, let go. Let go, bud. Ah, I got you now. But as we're holding him, we'll come over here for a minute. He'll actually shortly turn blue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
Baby. Hi there, little baby. Oh man, that's gorgeous.
I know, and like I said, give it
So
just a little bit of
pretty.
time holding it, and it'll literally go from like that greenish color to almost like a powder blue.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Of course, he's a male panther chameleon, and you know, he's just I don't know.
You're not getting us in shot.
Oh, I'm not even close. I'm like, okay, good job, Brian. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, he's a male panther chameleon, and he's about a year and a half old right now. Unfortunately, they don't live a really long life. Unfortunately, they're kind of short-lived, but hopefully he'll be around for another few years or so.
Yeah.
But you can let him cruise too. He'll be fine. I'm
Pretty happy he's just sitting.
I'm surprised he's not coloring up yet. Like I said, normally by now he'll go to that like really interesting
Is
blue
it a
color.
stress response?
It usually is a stress response. So yeah, so he's probably not as stressed with you, which is a good sign, right?
Chill.
Yeah. But of course, things that are cool about chameleons are obviously the independent eyes. You know, the fact that they can, use their eyes independently. They have these really interesting, like feet that are basically like two claws. They move really bizarre. Of course, the prehensile tail, and of course that really long tongue that's like basically the length of their body. So
see, my mom growing up in South Africa, she told me the story how there were these bushes that would be covered in like really little chameleons on her way to school, and so they used to go and collect a whole bunch of chameleons on their way to school and like put them on their clothing and carry them around.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they're really, really cool.
Yeah, it's probably carpet chameleons probably in that area. So yeah, they're really cool animals.
They're super pretty. Hey.
Hey, good buddy.
I like their scoop faces. Like they look like they have like burrowing heads, which is interesting.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm taking you with the camera. Because I know you said, so to me, a lot of ball pythons are like beautiful as babies, and then they get a little bit uglier, and then a lot of them get prettier as adults.
Yeah.
So when they're in that in-between phase, sometimes they're not that interesting. So this is a mimosa here.
Okay.
which is
I can
basically
understand that. You look like a nice drink.
exactly. I'm not exactly so really what happened was the base morph here is called a champagne.
I like the champagne morph. It's
Right.
really
So
pretty.
champagnes were named by a guy named Emmanuel Noah in Accra, Ghana, over in Africa. And so then when they bred Ghost into it, for whatever reason, they figured Mimosa was a play on the champagne.
Yeah, okay.
Because theoretically it's like orange ghost
Yeah.
is what so orange ghost, obviously orange, and mimosa thing.
You're just gonna hide the whole time, baby?
Again, almost all black,
gorgeous.
but it's this is actually the pastel version of the Super Cinnamon.
My baby.
So
Oh, it's okay. I know you just want to hang out, but I want to cuddle you. I'm sorry. See, this is what Ken wanted to get one like this before we got the VPI Xanthic, so that we would have a very dark snake and then a very light snake.
Right.
But I mean, they're gorgeous.
Check this out. Doo-doo-doo. Look at that snake.
Who is this? What is
That's
this?
a Calabar burrowing python.
Oh my goodness! They're like worms.
It's like a big worm.
Like little flat faces.
And what's
It's like the it reminds me of the sand boas, right? The Kenyan sand boas.
Yeah, it's similar.
Very similar head shape. Not that I can see much of your head.
And what-
It
if
just
you-
looks like I'm holding an emoji poop right now.
It's in the mood. Try to dig its tail out too. You'll really try. This is what makes this animal so weird.
I feel like I'm doing one of those brain teaser puzzles right now.
The reason I was going to show you this is the head and the tail look almost identical.
Oh, they're like those lizards.
Yeah, I mean literally. That's the tail right here,
Yeah.
and that's the head right there. Isn't that bizarre?
It's really cool. It's a good it's a evolutionary defense thing,
Exactly.
so that they can like wag their tails or like stick their tails out, and then the predators go to try and catch the tail, then they can turn around and they'll have the head, or they can run away. So I'm trying to think, do you know what those lizards are called? They have like their butts and their heads look exactly the same. They're an Australian lizard.
they're shingleback skinks.
Yes,
Yeah,
there we go.
skinglebacks.
That's
They call
that's,
them. What do they call them? Bobtails there or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that what they call them? I think it's bobtail skinks there. They're
It's such a
fantastic.
smart evolutionary development.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so clever.
So obviously you're here for a couple days. Tomorrow we're going to the zoo.
Yes.
And we're going to an alligator park, which
Yes.
would be cool. And then the next day we come back and hang out and just do more snake stuff.
Yes.
So what's next after the snake venture? Which, by the way,
After
right?
my
it's
snake venture.
Hashtag snake venture.
Hashtag snake venture, if you want to see all of my pictures and things that I've been doing. After this, I'm going to be going to PAX Prime in Seattle, which is going to be fun. I've been there for the past like 3 years in a row now. Because what I do other than snake stuff is not my job. I wish it was my job, or just animal stuff in general. That would be life goals. But I do cosplay, and I'm into like gaming and like comic books and that kind of stuff. So I dress up as characters, and I don't know, that's somehow turned into my job. So
A couple things really quick. Tell everyone where they can find you.
oh well, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and I am SuperMaryFace, like Superman and like Virgin Mary, and like I have a face. You can remember that, it's easy. Annotation right here, boom, got it. The only difference, my YouTube, my Facebook and my Snapchat are all super spelt normally, like SUPER, and then my Instagram and my Twitter and my Twitch, because I do gaming online, like live stream gaming on Twitch Monday to Friday when I'm not out having snake ventures. That is also super without the E, so SUPR Maryface, like super.
Super. So I have an idea. Why don't we're going to be shooting some snake bite stuff here in a minute, and why don't you show us what you can do to Trevor in your cosplay thing?
Okay.
You guys down with that? We'll do a little Trevor face paints. Make him up. What are you going to make him up to?
Well, we would discuss this a little bit earlier, and he said he really liked Poison Ivy, so
Oh my gosh.
we might do some red lips and some shadow. We'll see how that goes.
I'm just glad it's not me.